Hello, how are you? I'm just going to tell you a very quick story, and it's a story I heard from my friend who lives next door to a guy who owns a farm called Mungo Jerry. And this guy called Mungo Jerry, he was lying in the field one day and he heard his neighbour who owned the farm next door tell someone else this story about these three billy goats Gruff. And there were three of them. There was one really big one, and a medium-sized billy goat Gruff, and a very small billy goat Gruff. And they were in this one field that they had this field, and they were in this field, but they'd eaten lots of the grass, because billy goats, they eat lots and lots of grass. And then they looked across this stream, and they could see there was another field full of grass, but this grass was bigger and it looked greener and it looked really yummy. So they were thinking, we better cross the stream and go over and get the other grass. So it sounded simple, but actually it was really difficult, because there was this bridge, but under the bridge there lived a troll. And if ever anyone tried to cross the bridge, the troll would jump on the bridge and say, "Who's that trip-trapping on my bridge?" And he'd either gobble them up or he'd throw them in the water, depending on if he'd had his breakfast or not. Anyway, so the little billy goat Gruff said, "Look, we can do it, you guys, don't worry about it." And the big billy goat Gruff and the medium-sized billy goat Gruff, they were a bit worried, and they said, "I don't think we can, it's a bit scary." But the little billy goat Gruff, he said, "No problem, I'll go first and we'll see what happens." So he went across the meadow and he got onto the bridge, chicka 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 chicka, and all of a sudden the troll jumped onto the bridge. "Who's that trip-trapping on my bridge?" said the troll. And the little billy goat Gruff was a bit scared, but he stayed calm. And he said, "It's only me, the little billy goat Gruff. I'm going over to the meadow because there's really yummy grass over there, and that's what I need to eat, because the grass on my side of the bridge is really boring now. We've eaten most of it." And the troll said, "Oh no, you're not. I'm coming to gobble you up," because he hadn't had breakfast, so he was hungry. But the little billy goat Gruff said, "No, no, no. Don't be silly. Don't gobble me up. Why don't you instead gobble up my big brother, who's coming in a minute?" The troll was a bit silly, and he thought, "Big brother." And he realised that it was a clever idea to let the little one go and get the next one, because there'd be more food for his breakfast. So he said, "Okay, you can cross the bridge." And he went back under the bridge, the troll, and he waited. And then the medium-sized billy goat Gruff said, "Oh, it looks okay. Maybe they just had a chat." And he went on the bridge, clippity-clop, clippity-clop. And then the troll jumped up again and said, "Who's that trip-trapping on my bridge?" And the medium-sized billy goat Gruff was a bit scared, but he didn't show it. He went, "It's only me, the medium-sized billy goat Gruff, and I'm here to cross the bridge because I'm hungry." And the troll said, "I'm hungry too, and I'm here to gobble you up." But the medium-sized billy goat Gruff stopped him and said, "Hey, slow down. My big brother's coming. He's twice as big as me, and he'll be twice as yummy to eat, and you'll have an even bigger breakfast." And the troll again, breakfast, and he realised that was a good idea. So again, he let the medium-sized billy goat Gruff over, and he waited, went under the bridge, listening. And all of a sudden he heard it, the sound he'd been waiting for. Trip, trap, trip, trap, trip, trap, trip. And he jumped onto the bridge. Oh, and he got a bit of a fright, because the big billy goat Gruff was pretty big, and he had very big horns. And he says, "Who's that trip-trapping on my bridge?" said the troll. And the big billy goat Gruff said, "It's me, the big billy goat Gruff. What you gonna do about it?" So he said that, and the troll said, "I'm gonna gobble you up." But the big billy goat Gruff said, "Oh no, you're not." And he started running towards the troll. Clippity-clop, 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 bam! And he whacked the troll right in the belly button, and the troll went flying, skablosh, into the river. Just like that, skablosh, skablosh splosh. And the big billy goat Gruff said, "Yes." And he crossed the bridge, and he started eating the grass. And the troll was never ever heard of again. And soon, the people on the local villages, all those people nearby, they realised that the troll was gone. And they started using the bridge, because otherwise they had to go like 10 miles round because they were scared of this troll. But now they crossed the bridge, and the billy goat Gruff, the big one, he was really good at business, because he used to have a shop. And he thought, "I've got a plan." And he wrote in pencil on a bit of cardboard, Billy Goat Gruff Bridge. And he put it on either side of the bridge, and then whenever anyone went by and wanted to cross the bridge, he said, "You've got to put 50p in the box, otherwise you can't come over. It's our bridge." And the people didn't mind, because 50p is not a lot of money. So people were just crossing the bridge, putting 50p in, and no one complained. Because it was so cool to be able to not walk 10 miles, but just cross the bridge. And they thought it was really cool that the big Billy Goat Gruff splashed the troll into the water. So eventually years went by, and then the big Billy Goat Gruff, he got a bit greedy. He said, "Do you know what? Let's put the price up to £1. So that anyone crossing the bridge has to get £1, because then we can have 2 sheds instead of 1 shed." But the other 2, they said, "Look, just relax, everything's fine." And eventually he calmed down, and he didn't want to be greedy anymore. And people kept putting £1 at 50p in, and it was all good. And everybody lived happily ever after. So that was the true story of the 3 Billy Goats Gruff. Because all other versions are a bit strange. That is actually what happened with the troll and the kaplosh, and then the bridge. Because they actually owned that bridge afterwards. And they put a sign on. And if you put a sign on something, it's yours. So it was their bridge, and they had the right. It was their right to charge 50p to people. Because otherwise people had to go all that way around. Anyway, it's a long story, but I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to leave a like if you did enjoy it. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, find the subscribe button and press it. Have a lovely afternoon, or morning, or evening, or middle of the night. Bye.